Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Snackbox. Hope you all are having an amazing Friday and a great start to the weekend. Guys, we have new information on what's coming next in Raid. Most of you probably already seen it. And I want to give you some tips and tricks what you can do to prepare for the upcoming events and tournaments because they are going to be important. So, what do we know so far? All right, so these are from official content creators, and we are going to have a new event dungeon, which is kind of nice because we haven't had one in quite a while now. The last time we had one was during the Alice collab, and there we had to beat the Queen of Hearts, which was a little bit challenging, not gonna lie. And what you can get from these event dungeons is this Pinpoint Set. And the Pinpoint Set is arguably one of the best sets you can use on some of your arena champions. So if you're trying to be competitive in arena, this is a must do for everybody that wants to compete. Having a Pinpoint Set on some of your champions, because of that intercept buff, gives you a huge advantage sometimes, and it really, really makes a difference. It is a 9-piece set, and alongside the pinpoint artifacts, you will also have a chance to get accuracy, critical rate, critical damage, curing, and a day set. So all these sets are kind of like outdated. Maybe the critical damage set is, could be nice if you get decent pieces with nice substats. But all the other sets in here, the artifacts, are not really good. So it's really hard to get good pinpoint artifacts since the pool is full of other sets as well. Now, you will also get a chance to get accessories, and there will only be pinpoint accessories. So that's the easier thing to do, I would say. It's easier to get a ring and an amulet than to get a nice, to get nice speed boots or a triple or a quad speed roll on one of your artifacts from the pinpoint set. So you will need a lot of energy to get one of these pieces, one of these, top tier pieces which you can use on your champions. And that's one thing that I would do right now. Just start saving energy. Start saving all the free energy refills you get. Just save them in your inbox. Also, if you get energy from events and tournaments or whatever, just let it sit there. Don't collect it yet. You will have time after the event ends to collect those rewards. Also, don't spend too many gems on whatever. Just save all your resources, everything you have, because the last time we had an event dungeon or a collab, there were a lot of tournaments and events where you could get, either pinpoint artifacts and accessories or relics, relic crafting material. And this brings me to the next point. So we are going to have new relics as part of the campaign, 8 exclusive themed relics. Last time, for the Alice event, we only had 2. We had the Mad Hatter relic, which was not good, and then we had the Cat's Gaze, which was kind of like the best relic you can put on your nuker. And it still is one of the best relics. And you can't get it anymore. Maybe they will, do something similar with one of these relics. But we also have more. We have 8 in total. That's a lot. Last time we had 2. We had 1 epic and 1 legendary. Now we have rare, epics, legendaries, and mythicals. And I'm guessing it's 2 of each, right? So there will be tournaments and events where you can get those, probably like, Deck of Fates, Champ Chase tournaments, maybe summon rushes, winning the leaderboards. All of this will probably reward you with relic crafting material. And we don't know if these relics are good or not, but my guess would be that these relics are going to be very impactful for your account, and they want to make it reasonable for you to go after them. So I would only imagine that these relics are going to be very, very good and impactful for your account. It also says it here at the bottom of this text. During the campaign, players will be able to obtain unique craft materials for these relics in the selected tournaments and events. So after this campaign, whatever it is called, Chaos Awakens, right? Or Chaos Awakes, these relics will probably not be available anymore. So in the best case scenario, you get one of each, right? But it's very hard because there are also mythicals. So there's a big FOMO here, right? Like it's a big FOMO effect because it's hard to get mythicals. You kind of need the mythical crafting materials. You can do it with rares too. I've seen it. People, pulled mythical relics with rare craft materials, but it's a very, very low chance. I think it's 0.05%. And yeah, that's like closer to 0 than to 1, right? So it's not like everybody will get a mythical relic out of these event relics right here. So that's one thing you need to keep in mind. Just try to complete as many tournaments and events that reward you with relic crafting material, unless they are really, really bad, which I doubt I don't think they're going to be bad. I think they're going to be awesome. So yeah, these two things are kind of like, the main things you should prep for. There's also going to be a new fusion for sure, which is most likely going to be a dwarf. There is a new video, and I want to show that to you, which kind of like shows the lore of this whole Chaos Awakes thing. And they posted it just recently.
To the best of my knowledge.
So here you can actually see it. Now, if you go on the official raid Discord, you can watch the whole thing, but I just wanted to show you one little section. So there is this conversation between Arbiter and this lady right here, and I don't know who this is, right? So this could be a new champion as well. I don't know if it's High Elves or Sylvan Watchers. Looks more like a Sylvan Watchers to me. Maybe it's a High Elves. I don't know. Could be, could make sense. But this is where it gets interesting. So Arbiter says there's one more ally we can call upon, to fight against the demon spawns. Tholin Foulbeard. He is an unlikely foe of the demon spawn. So I think they kind of like teasered here the new fusion. We haven't had a dwarf fusion in quite a while now, and it kind of like makes sense, right? I don't think they're gonna give us the mythical as a fusion. It might be a little bit too much, even though I would, celebrate it if they would give us a mythical fusion. But I think it's gonna be this dwarf right here, and maybe he has some, passive effects against demon spawn champions like Harima has, or he just, whatever it is. It's definitely gonna have. He's definitely gonna have something in his kit that is, against demon spawns, or he will take less damage from demon spawns, or he will deal more damage to demon spawns, something like that. So yeah, it's pretty much about the battle between the demon spawns and the Nyresen League, which are the dwarves, the Shadowkins, and the Sylvan Watchers. And you actually can see a few champions here that we haven't seen yet. So we can see here this champion with the wings, right? That was probably the person that, Arbiter was talking to. There's also a demon spawn that I can't identify, so this might be a new one as well. And yeah, I think we are getting a few new champions for sure, alongside with the new mythical. And I can't wait to see, what kind of champions we're gonna get, because this mythical champion right here is also looking pretty cool. A very unique kit, has new buffs, Fortify and Shatter, and both of these have kind of like a reverse effect. So Fortify reduces any enemy ignore defense effects by 15 or 25%, and Shatter increases a champion's ignore defense effects by 7.5% or 15%. So that's very, very cool that they introduce more buffs buffs like this that increase those effects, because we have passives that do the same thing, we have relics that do the same thing, and so on. So you kind of have to have a balance. And yeah, pretty cool actually. I don't want to go over the full kit because you guys probably seen it already. I just wanted to tell you guys that with those campaigns or those collabs, there will be a lot of events and tournaments that you want to take part of. You don't want to miss them unless you don't really care. But if you want to, stay up to date with your account and stay competitive, you definitely don't want to skip those tournaments and events where you get those relic materials and you don't want to skip farming the event dungeon. Those are kind of like the two main things you should prepare for. So that means save your energy, save your gems, maybe save your silver even, save your shards, very important. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of summoning events, champ chase tournaments, deck of fates, save your soulstones, just save everything. We have a progressive chance right now, which is kind of okay, but it's a big bait, you know? Like, some of these champions are good. I still use Harima a lot. I use Wallmaster Authorion. Thor was a fusion, is pretty good as well. Steltus, also not a bad champion. I don't know about this new guy. I haven't seen much about him. Geomancer, very nice, but it's not really worth it right now to invest all your shards unless you want to buy more for upcoming events. And by the way, if you want to do that, I would highly suggest you to use Aptoide. Aptoide is a third-party platform. It's basically an app store where you can download Rachel Legends, and on Aptoide you have a cashback system like no other platform, and it's actually pretty nice. So on every purchase you do, you get a percentage back as cashback in form of app coins, and those app coins you can reuse them on future purchases, and that way you can save a lot of money. If I would start spending, I would definitely do it on Aptoide and nowhere else. So yeah, definitely consider using Aptoide if you are a spender or if you plan on spending in Raid Shadow Legends. And I'm going to put everything you need to know in the description below. I also have a personal promo code for Aptoide, which is called Snack5. And there you can get another 5% bonus. You can get a total amount of 30% bonus sometimes as cashback in form of app coins. And that is huge. That's a lot, right? So yeah, if you're not spending, I don't want to encourage you to start spending, but if you already do it, you might want to use Aptoide. But yeah, back to the video. So basically, save everything you have. I saved all my shards. I mean, I pulled a couple here and there, right? Because, I was just testing my luck, but honestly, it was just for nothing, basically. But you never know if you don't try. But as you can see, I have, a good amount of ancient shards, not crazy, good amount of void shards, a decent amount of primal shards, and I want to talk about that actually in a second. And also, I got quite a few sacred shards now from the clan boss, which was pretty nice. Last month, I did not get a lot of sacred shards. I got like 5, and now I'm already at 9, and we still got 7 days to go for this month, so that's actually pretty good. I also got a couple of fragment summons here ready to go. Still haven't fused Esmake, Knave, Khorne, Arthur, Ishiyama, so I have those ready to go. I have Remnant summons ready to go, which are so tempting. I want to open up those Remnant summons so badly, you can't even imagine. It's really a good chance to get mythical champions, and I don't have a lot. So yeah, I'm really tempted to open up these Remnant summons, but I'm saving them for an upcoming champ chase tournament, where you might get a champion or a soul or relic crafting material or whatever it is. And that's basically why I saved up all these things. I also have, quite a few soulstones again. Nothing crazy, but, it's a decent amount that I can use for upcoming deck of fate or whatever it is. I haven't spent gems in a while. Every Sunday, I do spend, 150 gems to farm Iron Twins with those extra 6 keys, but that's about it. Every single gem that I get, otherwise, I'm just saving it. You know what I mean? Like the majority. Sometimes I buy an Live Arena refill when I feel like it, but, I don't spend too many. But what I wanted to talk about is this Summer Rush right now. And this is a huge bait. I don't know why they do this. This is a Summer Rush event, and look at the rewards. You can get an Eternal Soulstone and a feast at the end. But who cares about a feast? The good rewards in here are the Soulstones and the, mythical skill tome, maybe the legendary skill tomes, but other than that, it's pretty mediocre. But on this Summer Rush, this is a special one because you get 50% more event points than usual when summoning from Primal Shards. And that means you get 300 points instead of 200 from Primal Shards. But who would open Primal Shards right now when there's for sure a 2x coming soon. We haven't had one in a while, and this is an indicator for that they're gonna, bring a 2x primal shards soon. Next weekend, the weekend after next, or maybe in 3 weeks, but it's gonna be there. And you don't want to use your primal shards outside of 2x events because you want to get the most out of them. Primal shards can really change your account with mythical champions, and you don't want to waste them just to get some, books and an eternal soulstone. And the good thing is, we had quite a few good summoning events where a lot of people went in with all of their shards. We had Volcanos, we had a lot of Unity Champion progressive events. We had a 2x void last weekend. A lot of people have been pulling their shards, and a lot of people will buy more. I'm, 100% aware of that. But I also want to tell you that, a lot of people drain their resources, so there might be a higher chance to win those upcoming tournaments. Also, there was this, I completely forgot about this, the champion training tournament, right? For Lydia. Absolutely crazy what people were willing to do to get this soul. As you can see here, 71,000 points. Second place lost by 3k points. Then we go to the, if you go to the global leaderboard, it's absolutely crazy. 310,000, 300,000, 260, 230, 220, 200,000. So a lot of people went crazy on this champ train tournament. And that means, a lot of people drained their resources, and you might have a better chance for the upcoming champ train tournament that might reward, again, relic crafting materials, a champion, another soul, whatever it is. So if you have a lot of resources, if you have been saving for a lot of time, you're definitely in a good spot. If you haven't, then you should start like yesterday, right? So definitely keep that in mind if you want to get, relics like the cat's gaze or whatever it will be. It will definitely be crazy, right? So, for example, from the last Alice event, I got 4 cat's gaze relics. I got 1 from the Titan Path, and then I crafted 3 because I participated in most of the tournaments and events, where I could, as much as I could. I really did it, and I crafted 3 cat's gaze relics, which was kind of lucky. Not gonna lie, but still, you won't get a single one if you don't try. Now, as I said, if you don't care about being competitive or whatever, and you don't want to min-max and all that stuff, don't worry about it. But if you're trying to be competitive, you should definitely prepare for these events and tournaments. I know everybody's playing at their pace, and that's totally fine as long as you have fun. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it about this video. And yeah, let me know in the comments below if you are prepared for the upcoming events and tournaments. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of great rewards. And I hope, you got all the stuff that you need to complete those events, decks, and tournaments, and everything else that is coming. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel. Also hit the thumbs up. It really helps me. And yeah, see you in the next one.